Hi friends, I wanted to take advantage of this cozy rainy afternoon and share with you how my backyard and the cottage are looking during this end of summer, and also to share with you some life updates. These last 2 months have been really hard on me, and I haven't been able to create or share much art with you. And basically, what happened is my two parents passed away with a month difference, and that in itself brought a lot of grief. And when I'm sad or grieving, it's difficult to concentrate in creating art or sharing it. But today I wanted to sit here with you and share two spreads that I created in one of those deepest moments of sorrow, and I wanted to share them with you and just let you know that I'm gonna do my best to continue sharing material and tips little by little. I know there's gonna be patches here and there where probably I will not feel like doing it, but I know and trust that you will all understand what I'm going through. So I hope you enjoy this video, this update of my backyard, and we will see each other in the next video. Having to face the loss of both my parents in a month period was and is definitely one of the hardest things that I have had to face. I understand now that in the grieving process there's different seasons that we have to experience, and this spread was created a couple of days after my mom passed. So I was in a very deep grieving, like in a gray cloud, and I came here to my cottage. I was not expecting to feel inspired. Usually when I'm sad, I cannot produce anything art related, but that day I was surprised by an idea that came into my mind of drawing a bird, like a mom flying away and a daughter left alone there. So this is the first project related to this very sad month that I am experiencing, and this is what I came up with. So in here I used as a background a botanical page from a vintage botanical book that I have. So these little flowers and leaves are from on that page. It was kind of aged, and I liked that look, and I even used the name that came with this specific flower. So I looked for one specifically. I didn't choose randomly. I wanted a plant or a flower that would allow me to put a bird somewhere and then give me space to add another bird flying away. So it takes some time to find what I'm looking for, but usually playing around in my mind with different ideas, I find it. So the birds were painted with watercolors, and as usual I paint them outside the spread because the paper from the book, the vintage book, would not allow me to apply watercolors and work them in a proper way. So whenever I work with watercolors, whatever I paint for a spread, it's always outside, and then I got whatever I painted out and put it in the spread. So I took the idea of these birds from a bird book that I have. I think I showed it to you in another video, where I look to see what birds I have in my backyard, and I match them to the book so that I start learning their names. So basically I grabbed some ideas from different birds in that book, and that's how I came up with these two. So I wanted to portray my mom in a lighter color because she was blondish. My mom was from the north of Italy, so she had a very light skin color, and not super blonde in the hair, but probably a light brown color. So I wanted to portray her like that, and me a little bit darker because I'm a mixture between my mom and my dad. My dad was born in Argentina, but his parents were from Spain. So I have that kind of mixture, and my skin tone is a little bit more darker. So these are the birds that I came up with. This one, she's flying away, and I love her very much because I think she has that sweet look in her eyes, and me just sitting there sad. And as I said, I used watercolors for both of the birds, and then I added foil paper. This foil paper I buy it in the special section of the Dollar Tree, where the things are a little bit more expensive. So that's where I got my foil, and I used it for the wings of the bird, and then for this bird too, and it gives a little shine, and it makes the drawing more interesting. And then in the botanical page, I added some golden to the flowers and some green to the leaves there, and those were done with some markers also from the Dollar Tree that they have some shine to them. And then also from Dollar Tree I added these little rhinestones embellishments to portray like a golden rain from the sky. And then I used a little bit of my calligraphy knowledge to add a little bit of title of the page. So this is the tribute to my mom, my beloved mom. Hopefully when the grieving moment goes away, if it does at all, I will share more about her. And then 4 weeks after my mom died, my dad died too. They had been married for 70 years, so he could not take it. He was very sad. He was missing her a lot, and definitely he gave up. So that was another very, very, very sad event that I had, or I have been enduring lately. And I also tried to kind of express my grief through journaling and through art. So with my dad, it was a little bit different. I decided to paint his favorite bird. I had memories about him talking about this particular bird since I was a young child. This bird is called Rufus hornero. In Spanish we call it hornero or hornerito, and it's a very particular bird because he builds his house out of mud and hay and different straws. So my father always used to tell me not to ever harm the hornero, because the hornero is a bird that works a lot to build his house. When we used to go to the beach house every summer, there were plenty of horneros there, and it was amazing to walk around or take a ride in the bike with my dad and look at the different homes that they built. So definitely when I think about my dad, among the many memories, the particular memories that come about, I find the hornero popping out among those memories. So for this spread, the collage, again, instead of using like a botanical book, I used crafting paper for the background, and I got some leaves from a magazine, and I used them to frame my painting. So what I did is I painted the bird and the little mud home, and I used the salt and watercolor technique to give that kind of muddy look, and I used the Crayola watercolors, and again I added some foil in a way to match a little bit the other bird that I did for my mom. And then in here, in the leaves, I added some little shine dots that they come from the Dollar Tree glue. So then on the journaling portion, I wrote it with Indian ink and one of those old pens, and it says, "The hornero, an oven bird, was my dad's favorite bird. Dad admired this little bird because it is a magnificent builder. He lovingly makes his nest out of mud and hay. My dad was also an excellent builder and an honest provider to his home. And this was in the loving memory of my dad Amadeo. He was born August the 31st, 1928, and he died August the 2nd, 2022. So definitely I can make a parallel between this bird and my dad. I can say that both of my parents were very, very, very hardworking people and honest, and that's two qualities that I wish I could attempt to have in my own life, using them as huge examples. So I wanted to share these two spreads. Usually I only do one in each video, but since these two sad events almost happened together, I thought I would use them as kind of an update on where I am in my life, and maybe kind of explain why I haven't been posting so frequently as I used to, because not only, this is going on from the moment they died on, but before, they were a little bit sick and with issues, so that kept me a little bit from concentrating in journaling and creating art. So I hope you understand. I know there's going to be times when I would feel more inclined to share my art, and there's going to be grieving patches here and there where probably I will not feel like crafting as I used to. So I hope you understand why, and please write comments, subscribe to the channel, and thank you for allowing me to share the happy and the sad moments of my life with you through my art. So we will see each other again in the next video, and please subscribe and comment. Bye.